Hey guys, and welcome back to Building with Whip. Today we got some cool stuff going. We're going to be talking about planning out this village here, doing some crazy amounts of resource gathering, as well as we're going to do some landscaping. So I want to go ahead and do just quite a few different things in each episode, see how you guys react, and just kind of try something new here. So kind of similar to how we did last episode, where we kind of split it in half. I think we're going to be doing that. Might be a few more splits in this one, but this is the village we're working with. Right down this way is the water area to the sound right there. Or I guess sound, yeah, I don't know, lake area. But anyways, this area to me, I love the village. I love the little bit of land we have, but everything in between is pretty freaking ugly as far as the Minecraft generation goes for the landscape around here. So we're pretty much going to be wiping this slate clean and redoing the whole thing with dirt. But first, I wanted to go ahead and do something a little bit different today. I think we're going to hop into Photoshop and go ahead and talk about how we want to plan this guy out here, and go ahead and hop in there, check that stuff out. So I'll see you guys over in there, and I think while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and go gather up some wood, see what we can get done there, and call it good. I need a lot of spruce and I need a lot of dark oak, so we got a lot of work to be doing here. So I will see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, so here we are in Photoshop. This is just the usual view that we got. I took this picture from Journey Map here, and I want to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking and go from there for what we can come up with. So what I want to start off by doing is just kind of throwing a wall right over here in this area, and that's where our port city type thing is going to be beginning. That I've been briefly mentioning here and there throughout the episodes, but we're gonna have something there with like a tower, gateway, tower, something like that, and we might have it go through the forest there too. But then I wanted to reserve basically the rest of this area for our village. So this area over here is a pretty steep cliff. It comes down like 8 blocks. So I kind of want to preserve that cliff face. And if you guys are familiar with World of Warcraft, in Mists of Pandaria, one of their old expansions, there was this area in the southern part of the continent that basically just fell off a cliff in the Valley of the Four Winds, that zone. If this doesn't make any sense, I'm just being a super nerd. But yeah, so there's a cliff that kind of fell off and caved back in and into this darker, swampy area. And I felt like that's almost too perfect to pass up because we have a swamp right here. So we might as well make this into a swampy area and just kind of go for it, because I think it'd be fun. But besides that, this whole area up here that we're kind of looking at in this top region needs to be smoothed out. Beyond that, we got to come in here and fix the village. So our road is coming down right through this area. Now I want to have it kind of come through here, go into there where we have that main street. Then we have this well right here, and I want to keep the well there. I don't want to move that guy. And I want to have the road spit out here and kind of come that way and meet up with our main gate. But beyond that, so we're going to keep the well right in here. I want to take this building right here and kind of basically create a village circle. So this whole area right in here, I want to move. These farms, because we're going to make massive fields around this entire area, are all going to be removed. Maybe minus an underground farm just for the villager breeding to continue on. So I want to make a village center here with kind of like a diagonal building here, replacing that one that we had there. And then bringing these two little small guys here together, kind of creating this big like L-shaped one, but it's going to be like multiple stories. Like this will be a bigger tower. And one thing there's two things that this village is missing from a classic Minecraft village, but we have those types of villagers in here, is we don't have a church and we don't have a blacksmith. So I do want to go ahead and add those guys into this. Now beyond that, we got this little house right here, which obviously is going to come up like just a little bit up that way. And we're going to have another road coming out here. And basically I want to just create like a natural village center. It's not going to be perfectly circular. Then we're going to have the road kind of coming through here. And then I'm thinking we move this house up there so it just kind of lines up with the road. We throw another house right in there. And then as this road goes out, we do another house. And we can even have this road over here still preserved and do these two little houses right here. Probably just make a really long one. Those 5x5 houses I think are really dumb. Like there's not much you can do with them. So I think we're going to just get rid of them or turn them into larger houses. So we're going to go ahead and do that. This guy right here, he's pretty far out there. So I'm thinking we're going to move him up there. But anyways, that's kind of the general idea, if that makes sense for what we're going to do with the village. So the straight lines into a marketplace area, village center, and then going out here, we're going to add like a barn and a few farmsteads and whatnot, like out here. They're like farmstead, and then maybe at the front of the city, like a big stable or something right in there. And then this whole area, let's grab a different color here real quick. We can just go with yellow. This whole area up here, pretty much. And then also right in here. I guess it would be all the way down to there. But going literally right up to the city wall and probably up into here too is going to be different types of fields and things like that. So anyways, let's pop back over to Minecraft and I'll just kind of show you guys what we've been gathering up and go from there. I don't know if you guys have ever wanted to see 3 shulker boxes worth of spruce wood happening in like 20 seconds, but here you go. We went ahead and did a crap ton of resource gathering, and I figured I'd do a little time lapse here just because, you know, for fun, and why not? So anyways, let's pop back on to the Minecraft world. Alright guys, this is the cliff right here that we were talking about in the video about, or in the Photoshop section about making this like into a swampy cutoff region. So we're going to bring this cliff out to here and probably create a much steeper of an edge to it so it'll actually drop off. And then that's going to leave us with this area right here to create an insanely fertile region before it gets into the swamp marshy area. So we're going to bring those hills down, bring that hill down right there, probably level it all out so it's pretty even and just looks a lot better. And then over here on this side, we got all of this stuff packed away right here. We got a whole chest of dark oak, we got a whole chest of spruce, lots of different stuff here, whole chest of cobble, whole thing of dirt, and another chest worth of dirt right there, and I got a sandbox full of dirt. So anyways, it's time to get on with a time lapse for the landscaping. I don't know quite how long it's going to be, but it'll hopefully turn out to be pretty cool. We're going to use probably all this dirt and more, so I will catch you guys on the other side. I do hope you enjoy. I thought it'd be kind of fun for this time lapse to just talk to you guys about something that I've been experimenting with IRL recently. So my birthday was about a month ago. In early August, and my grandma gave me a bunch of plants and potted plants and things. I'd never really grown plants before. I wouldn't say I have a green thumb, but anyways, she gave me cilantro, parsley, rosemary, and basil, just like 4 little plants, and it's been really fun just kind of like doing a mini gardening thing. They're just out on the balcony right now. They just sit there soaking up the sun all day. It's been really fun having those to just kind of add to meals and whatnot while we've been cooking. So if you guys are ever like interested in it, or if you guys want to pursue it, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is water them and trim them every once in a while. So if you guys, it's really something simple you can do, and it saves a lot of money, which is nice because like I'm on the post-college budget still, so it's pretty nice being able to just kind of go out there, grab some food, pick out whatever you need for the meal for the night, and it's at no cost. It just grows right there for you, which is really awesome. We've been using it a lot in cooking, especially the cilantro. We use that like almost every day. But I just thought it was really fun just kind of like going out there gardening. And if it wasn't me buying it, I really wouldn't have done it. Like, it's not something that I would really do myself. So I really got a hats off to Grandma for giving me those plants for my birthday. Because, you know, that's actually, it's been really interesting. It's been really entertaining. It's been a lot of fun kind of just having that to go through just that one little chore every day. So, you know, as the weather starts to turn here, I'm really hoping I can keep them all together and alive through the season. But from what I've researched, some of them are only like, they're not meant to survive that long. So that's cool. But anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about in this time lapse. I don't want this time lapse to be too long. So anyways, let's hop back over into the world and we'll see what we got going on now. Alright guys, welcome to our new Valley Farming Plains region area, something I don't really know what it would be called. But what I want to do now is go ahead and with all this netherrack is kind of plan out where the roads are going to be going. And I wanted to bring you guys in on this. And I think, because we could do a straight line right out there going straight into, but I think that would be a little boring. So I think we kind of bring it down here. And then we're still going to do a lot more terraforming and then flatten this out and bring it along this way. I think that would be good, and then we can just line it up and connect it in from there. But we got all these different things and going on now, and I didn't really realize I was going to be adding the river in until I just kind of got into it. So we're going to have the exit come out through there, and I want to go ahead and bring this out this way and have it pretty drastically curve right there. And we're going to have it basically come down this way until we can get down onto this flat part where it'll be coming down and crossing over the river right at this area here. I think we're going to do a diagonal bridge just because I feel like those are a lot more interesting. So we're going to do a diagonal bridge going right across there to there, just a little straight 45-degree diagonal bridge. And it's going to come over into like right, we're probably going to straighten this out, start curving it over this way a little bit. You guys will see, we'll take a look at this when we're done here. But I want to have the gatehouse kind of like right in this area. I think I think it's going to be a straight gatehouse. I don't really want to deal with a diagonal one for now. I think a straight one's probably going to be our best bet. So we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 9 right there. I think that's a good width for it because that'll give us 7 right along here. Kind of like that. And that's where our gate into the city is going to go. And then from there, we're going to have probably these big pillars kind of like this right along here. Probably going to change these. I have a design I want to do for the walls. I don't have a design for what I want to do for towers yet or for the gatehouse itself. So we're going to just loosely throw this down here for now. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And the walls are 3 wide and we're pretty much just going to have them go straight. Kind of the way I made them is they're going to be able to curve very, very easily so that we can make a really natural looking wall instead of something that's just going to be really hard to make diagonally or curve it slightly. But anyways, we're going to do this. There's going to be a little bit of a gate almost, right? Not a little gate, but like some way for the water to get under the wall pretty much. So something right in there that's going to allow for the water to get under. And then we're going to bring it up to here and just kind of go straight into this wall right up here. Or not wall, but cliffs. We might bring this back, make it a little steeper, but it'll probably go up to here. And then we'll have like a final tower or something up where these sunflowers are right in there. Then this area right here, we'll probably build a wall in itself. But up here, this area, it's kind of just not much back there. It just kind of goes into a lake. So we can go ahead and do whatever we want with that. I'm still debating on whether we want to throw the fort up on there. So let me know what you guys think about if we do a fort up there or not. That could be kind of cool. But you can see the general idea we got going here with the lines. I know it looks a little confusing seeing that we're using netherrack for roads and for where the wall layout is going to be. But I think it'll look pretty cool. And who knows, we might actually get into building the wall a little bit today. I've been working on making... Basically, I want to shorten up each individual clip, make them a bit more interesting as we go, and kind of having more higher pace clips so we get more stuff done, shorter clips, more things to it as we're walking around placing netherrack down together. But this is more planning stuff, but like overall, my goal here is to have a lot shorter clips and just more action to them, I guess. So less pausing, or pausing's okay, but less like boring parts in it, I guess. So I've been really trying to edit through them and watch them multiple times before I go into it really and get too much through it. But yeah, so I have my little dude up in the sky somewhere. I think he's up in that direction right now, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a little aerial view with him right now. And then I'll come back to you guys and we'll figure out where we want to take the wall going this way. All right, so I had a little bit of a look around and we're basically just gonna take it into that forest right over here. I'm thinking we go ahead and bring it out just kind of loosely this way. Place the netherrack down wherever. And the thing about this is it's going to be very, very natural. We still got to decide where the towers are going to be going on the wall itself. So that's something we can look into later. And there's a little pond right here that I missed during that creation time lapse. So I think we're literally just going to go ahead and bring it out to there. I don't want to deal with planning the rest of it out so far, but right over through this forest here, there's a hole in the ground, a little crevice thingy, Bob, one of those canyons that form randomly on the surface, and it's like right over here, I believe. So we got to do something with this guy. We can either turn it into like a little bit of a mining area where they've actually come through it. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Looks like it's opened up down in there too, and it's pretty big going that way as well. But we got all this area over here. Eventually the farming village could stretch out into that area, kind of fully encompassing the town itself on all sides. I think that could be kind of cool, having the full outreach of farms everywhere out there, providing life and whatnot in food for everybody inside the city, as well as it would mean a really big exporting for trade goods and things like that. But I think to finish this video off today, I do want to go down into the docks area where there will be docks. There aren't docks yet, but this area right here, I want to get your guys' opinion on what we're going to be doing down here. So we can either leave the edge of the water being, or the edge of the land being at the same height as the water, or we could do something and bring it up kind of right to there so that our docks are more raised up off the ground, obviously making this more natural looking and not netherrack, but something like that where it's just kind of a rocky face, which you see in some natural harbors and whatnot. around the world. Like, it's very common for things like this to kind of be there and whatnot. So something like this almost going along the whole edge, and obviously we'd have to fix it up over there for where we did the river going through. It just means a lot more terraforming, but we could do an edge like this, and then the docks would be a lot larger and higher out of the water and able to actually get to the ships instead of the dock having to come up off of the base of where our land is here, which I don't really like. So I'm kind of leaning towards this side, but it's a lot more terraforming. But let me know what you guys want to see. I'm really down with the terraforming. Obviously dirt isn't too hard to get. There's a mesa biome like 2,000 blocks that way that I just kind of go and take down a hill every time we need more dirt, and it works out really well. So I was going to end the video off, but I think I want to do some more work here on the river itself. I went through and textured up the base of the river completely, going all the way through. We're using gravel, coarse dirt, terracotta, soul sand, and then the brown terracotta is dotted in here every once in a while for a much darker patch, like that guy right there. But yeah, so we got that all settled up here and there, and I want to go ahead and do some shrubberies and whatnot and plant life along the very edge of the river. I don't want to stretch it out too far because that's where all the fields and things are going to be. But as an ode to thornpike, we're going to be using a lot of these guys. I really like the rosebush coloring and the fact that it's a 2-high plant. It gives us a lot of opportunity for some cool detail bits. But as an ode to thornpike, our Duconia survival series that one of the farming areas we built over there, we used rose bushes, and that's where the name thornpike came from, because the thorns on the rose bushes. But yeah, I'll get to work on doing this. I'm cooking lunch up right now, so I'm gonna go eat some grub, and then I'll come back and finish off decorating up this river here. So I'll catch you guys for one more clip on the final side. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be our final checkup for this episode here today. I went ahead and did this so far. It's kind of going through that area, and I do want to come back in here and rework it. This isn't the final step. We got some things growing, all the sugar cane's still growing. I actually did above a few of these. I wonder if it's, yeah, so there's some string hidden above them, so they only grow up to be 2 high versus being 3 high. And overall, I really like the look. It's starting to get there. I think I can see the final image more than what's being portrayed here. So we got spruce leaves mixed with birch leaves, giving these kind of cool plants, leafy thingies. And beyond that, we're going to be using a lot of the big old oak trees to kind of fill up space and have tall trees and whatnot. Kind of similar to that guy over there, actually. That's a perfect tree. But yeah, so those will be scattered around the farmland, just trying to make it look really nice and really pretty and atmospheric instead of just a flat farming area. Left this area right here open. Probably can get rid of that guy and that guy just because that's going to be where the bridge is coming through. But yeah, so I'm starting to put some wheat in there. I was putting some ferns in, but I actually ran out of ferns, and then I ran out of bone meal, so I didn't finish up doing this. But I think this little area right in here on the right side of the river from what we're looking at is probably one of the more finished areas, maybe minus a bush or two in here, and then the oak tree. I realize I don't really want to be getting too heavy into this in case we need to change how the layout is going to look, so I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time with foliage, which it was really annoying to remove and save it, because if we break that without a shear, we don't get it. Not even Silk Touch will get it back. So we're just going to kind of leave this as is, guys. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Do let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see as far as for the coastline of the port city over there, as well as kind of what you want to be seeing for the next few episodes, where we want to be going, what type of structures especially to be included in this village here. I would love plenty of ideas for things to include in the village. But beyond that, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you have an excellent day or night or whatever time it is for you when you're seeing this video. I always appreciate you guys watching my videos and leaving a like down below. It does mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next episode.